I'm at the Room to Grow in Oakland, and I wanted to share with you guys Play-Doh making ingredients so that you can also make Play-Doh at home. And today I have a special friend who is also here, and it's Evyn. She's gonna be on the call with us as well. So if you hear anybody else talking, then it's my friend Evyn. And for this recipe, it calls for flour. We have two different types of flour here. Evyn, can you see that there's white and brown, because the brown was our extra, so that's wheat. We are going to need salt. This is our salt container. Has a lot of salt. We are going to need some cream of tartar. Evyn, see this cream of tartar? Cream of tartar?
Yeah.
We need some oil. Where did the oil go? Oil. And we need some hot water. So we're going to get some hot water, and then we're going to cook it together. Okay. The thing that I forgot that we are going to add is the colors, remember? So at school we have these cool liquid colors, liquid watercolors. At home you might not have these, but if you have anything that changes your coloring in your food, like food coloring, sometimes I've even seen friends use different vegetables in their house. So for our Play-Doh, we are going to need 2 cups of flour. That is this. Here's my cup. Going to level it all out. 2 cups. 1 and 2. This is the second cup of flour. We're going to need a 1/2 cup of salt. Remember, salt is in this, and I couldn't find our 1/2 cup, so I'm just gonna use the same cup, and for 1/2 cup with using the same 1 cup, we just fill it up to the middle. The middle of this 1 cup will be 1/2 cup, because that'll be 1/2 of 1 cup. I am going to pour it in. There, 1/2 of the cup is full. Next, we are going to add cream of tartar. Cream of tartar looks like this. It may not come looking like that. It comes in this little container, cream of tartar. And we just add ours into this container so that we have all of our cream of tartar together. Let me show you the difference between 1 tablespoon and a teaspoon. What does it look like? Is bigger, a tablespoon, or a teaspoon? Kind of looks different when you hold it like this and like this, but a tablespoon is bigger than a teaspoon. So we're gonna need 4 teaspoons of this cream of tartar. So I'm going to put it in. 1. We put in 1. How many is left that we need to put in? We need 4. I put in 1. That means 1, 2, 3. Here's another one. 2. So we put 2 in. We're going to take 1, 2, 3. Lots of powder. I'm going to add this last one in. Try not to get all dusty. This is what our bowl looks like right now. Give it a little mix. Vegetable oil. You can use the oil that you have at home. So this is going to need 2 tablespoons of oil. 1, 2. Sometimes I also add just a little bit more to make it gooier and oily. Is my kind of trick that I use when I'm making the Play-Doh here at school with my friends. The next thing that it calls for is 2 cups of warm water. And at school right now we don't have warm water, but I'm gonna go get some water, and then over there we're going to put it on the hot plate so that we can cook our Play-Doh, and then we add our coloring. And again, remember, you can use any kind of coloring that you have at home. You can also not add a color and see what happens to your Play-Doh and leave it Play-Doh color. Today, I'm going to add violet. One of my friends wrote me a letter and said that she wants black Play-Doh, so I'm going to also make black Play-Doh and have another batch of Play-Doh. So I'll see you in just a bit. Okay, so I am going to add the color during this time while it's sitting on the hot plate to cook. We're going to add the coloring at this time too to see, to change the color of what our Play-Doh will be. And this time I am going to be making it violet. So our Play-Doh today will turn out violet. And you add some shakes of the color and then cook. And then see, I'll show you how it's starting to turn up. So we mix, mix, mix. This is the time that we mix all this ingredients, all the ingredients together. Be very careful because the hot plate or the stove will be hot. So we want the Play-Doh to cook. And depending on what color it turns out or what color you want it to be is how much more Play-Doh, how much more food coloring or coloring you want to add. So this is supposed to be violet, but it looks like it might be turning out pink because of how much I put in. So if I want to make this darker violet, then I add more coloring. And right now, it looks a little wet, so we have to mix and let it sit so that the Play-Doh ingredients can all cook together and become Play-Doh. So we have to keep cooking it and keeping it on the plate and keep mixing it. So keep mixing. I'll show you what it should look like when we're almost done. So you will know that the Play-Doh is cooking. It's good to keep it on a medium heat so it doesn't burn too fast. But you'll know that the Play-Doh is cooking when you see that it's starting to get a little clumpier together. At this time, you'll know that it's working. It's going to take a lot of mixes. So, my friends, this Play-Doh is starting to come together. It should look like this, more and more. But it'll get to a place where it's all the way cooked and look like this. So we're going to keep mixing it in and out, inside and outside, so that it all gets cooked. So once the Play-Doh is all the way put together, this is how you know that it's ready to be kneaded. Put it all together, and this is an important part to have everybody help with the kneading. And kneading just means using your hands with the warm Play-Doh and mixing it together. So the final step in making homemade Play-Doh is to knead it. So it is hot. Be careful. Be very, very mindful of how long you hold the Play-Doh because it's super hot still. It just came out of the pot. But it's very important that we have hands to help knead the Play-Doh. Kneading just means squeeze it, let it go. Squeeze it, let it go. Squeeze, let it go. So that it all comes together. And then you make our very own Play-Doh. Homemade Play-Doh. I hope you guys can try it at home. Let me know what colors you guys are making. And hopefully it turns out the same way. Thank you guys for joining.